Look, one of the things I do, I actually love dissecting the game, and
Right.
I see it from a way that a lot of people don't see it. So you watch the game visually. So, I mean, seriously, we are visual creatures by nature. It's cut. I mean, but at the same time, and we're emotional by nature as well too. But with that being said, I look at the game from a different perspective because I've actually played and I lived and I
Right.
walked in those shoes. So also, what I'm actually able to witness from a physical standpoint and like just a motion of guys and the intensity they play with. Or like a lot of people don't see it to a certain degree unless you're really a true fan advocate. But at the same time, I'm seeing something else too that you're not seeing. And I
Got
try to articulate that at times, but it's kind of hard because if you're not a player and you never played this game, you're not gonna have that feeling or that kind of intensity or that
right.
fight inside you that I'm trying to explain to you and how you understand it. So with that being said, I got a chance to watch Toronto play in preseason last year. It was me and I think it was me and Isaiah Thomas was there, and before the year before they won it. So we was in Toronto. So we was in Vancouver. I'm sorry, but Toronto came over for a preseason game, and we was looking like, oh my God, look at the defense, look at their defense, look how they're covering the floor, like the way they was able to swarm and just clog the paint up. I was like, man, listen, they gonna come out the Eastern Conference this year, and the way they did it though, and I was like, man, they played the best defense on anybody the last season at all, period. Don't get me wrong, there's other teams that was really good at defense at times, but once I'm when they needed to stop and really truly needed one, they was able to do that, you know. And last year they just had something that Golden State didn't have, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, last year that they missed, you know what I'm saying. And I love watching Golden State play. They got some great players and they just play great team ball and stuff. But they was missing, even with KD, I think the Toronto was still won.
Really?
Yep, because the defense that they played was unbelievable. Look at the games. They tell about the numbers of, one of the things about this game about basketball, people don't understand this.
Hmm.
When you're a competitor, a true competitor, the way that Toronto played, when another team comes in and is supposed to be better or so-called even to your kilt or whatever, vice versa, you raise your focus from the same level of them or you raise it with them. So that's the competitive side people don't understand the game. Like just because somebody's better than, make them want to challenge or raise their bar to another level.
Right.
And they did it though. And I was like, man. And people don't realize this too. So Toronto, one of the things I love about Golden State, and they didn't have last year, they didn't have the same depth. They didn't have the bench
Yeah.
that they needed to do. That was one of the biggest concerns for me when they got to the finals last year.
Mhm.
But even then though, I will rewind it back though. If Kevin Durant wasn't healthy, you know what I'm saying, his talent, Golden State wouldn't have beat Houston in semifinal. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have beat them.
Right.
And no way. Man, people don't understand about the physicality of the game and the wearing just in the mental fatigue you have sometimes of having to guard somebody consistently is going at you nonstop, dude. Like that is, it didn't go out there and play both ends of the floor and try to score too. It's so hard and so challenging, and people don't really think about that game and that facet of the game. Like, man, as talented as I love the Splash Brothers, man, but against that Houston series, man, those guys was wearing them out, making them tired as hell. That's why he shot bad from the field goal. That's why he shoot bad field. Bad field goal percentages because they was getting wore out, dude.
Right.
As efficient they was, Houston shot themselves out that series. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the threes they was taking, and then they just blew a leg. But go ahead.
Do you think that Michael D'Antoni's system hurts them or helps them more?
His system is a special system. You gotta have guys that can do certain things. Like they trying to play small ball this year, right now.
Right.
In all fairness aside, though, I think it could possibly work for them to a certain degree, but because with this downtime, this could be something for Houston right now. I'm gonna tell you why. This is the biggest reason Houston can be really scary right now because PJ Tucker has been able to get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting wore out after that trade, and I was like, damn, I felt bad for him. I was like, I love PJ, but he is not made for that system. He's having to guard all these bigger guys now. Now you're seeing him have him struggle now on the offensive end because even though he's spacing the floor for them all the time, he ain't got enough strength to shoot the ball because he have no play. He have to guard these bigger guys on the other end. They're wearing them out. And then with that being said, they're giving up so many offensive rebounds because they're undersized though. So they gotta extend. They gotta play with so much energy night in and night out to play at that level, to play small ball because of the mismatches they have on the floor. It's gonna burn him out. You could tell he was gassing out there. Man. I felt like he didn't have nothing left in the tank, and then the only thing left for him to do was to get hurt. I'm glad he didn't though. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. But it was just when you think about the game and what D'Antoni doing his system is though, James Harden is doing a lot out there, but Westbrook has been playing balling. Westbrook found his niche of what he needed to do for that team, and then elevated them to another level. And
he took them to a whole different level. Yeah, his athleticism amazes me. Because this dude, his motor, I've never seen anything like it. He does not, he goes out every night and plays the exact same way. It's crazy.
He's relentless. You got to, but everybody was talking about him and James Harden won't work. I was like, yeah, it will. I was like, they just gotta find that niche of how to play off each other and feed when he needs to go and not to go. Yeah, at times it gets kind of, it's not fun watching them take turns going back and forth. But listen, other guy they bought in with the D'Antoni system, and that's what's propelling them to win, and he was winning doing it. So like, what more can you say? You got two guys that are getting triple doubles, and it's like hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? And like, one of the things that you gotta realize when you're playing against Westbrook, though, he gonna keep coming at you regardless.
A dog.
He'll keep coming at you. He's not gonna stop.